So we on this show we talk a lot about uh goals, goal setting, and personal like mantras, like your why,
Love it.
like how do you what's your personal mantra or your why? Like what gets you there?
Yeah. Well, so probably the largest part of my motivation of, a drive of why was being sick and being,
Mm,
I was basically, we were filing for disability at one point.
really?
And so, yeah, I was
So
disabled.
how old were you when you solved that problem of being sick? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
you never have, but I
From
mean like
sixth grade to onward. So sixth grade onward until, about maybe 26 years of age, I finally got
wow,
good health. Yeah.
shit.
So yeah, and so I missed out on a lot. Thank
Yeah.
goodness, because
Yeah.
that gave me fuel. But so just the simple concept, Gene, of being able to work, right? The gift of work. And until you've had the gift of work taken away
Mm,
from you, you sometimes don't appreciate it. And so people would always tell me,
yeah.
when we first started off, and I'm working, 80 hours a week every week. Keith, oh, you work so hard. And I'm like, well, man, I'm so grateful to work, because I had so many years where, man, the weekend was just like the week,
Just wishing you could get out there and work. Yeah.
Yeah, and to have value and to
Yeah.
contribute. And so that was the why, and that's where I've used that motivation. And when I tend to forget those times, those struggles, I slack off a little bit. And then the last motivation too is that, we are all going to die, and we
Yeah.
all live too much like we aren't going to die.
Yeah.
But at some point it's going to be over, and at some point you're going to be near the end. And what are you going to have, man? And there's this one, you've
Yeah,
probably
dude.
heard this one. I stole this from Ed Millett, is where I first heard it. But this simple idea and this concept that, like, when you die, what if you meet the person that is your actual actualization of your potential?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, man, like,
I've
if
heard that
it
described as true hell.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Or it could be true heaven, right?
Well,
Where it's like
hopefully.
you want to be like, man, you're just like me. I've been watching you, and man, we're like identical twins. And then
Yeah.
hell is, man, this guy is like nothing like me.
Yeah, yeah. You should have got off the couch, you
Right,
bum. Yeah.
right, right.
Man, that's a cool one. I've heard that one. Yeah. I didn't know it was where it came from, but yeah, I've heard it described as true hell.
Right.
Um, well, how do you I mean, I know you've got that part, right, where that's sort of driving you, but even now, how do you a lot of people I talk to, I do coaching in the gym, and I do some business coaching and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it winds up turning into just like life coaching,
of
most of the
course.
time, because business is, for most people, it's synonymous with business, with life.
Right.
How do you balance your physical and mental well-being with all this business? Because I imagine, having locations you're responsible for, whether you're in there every day or not, it's still stress.
Right.
Working on the franchising, you're not just like set it and forget it. I can already tell that about you.
Right. We
That's
can't be.
stress.
Yeah.
Like, and you got a wife and a kid. I mean, how do you balance that with actually staying fit, mentally fit, not like ready to just go into the woods and never come back out?
Right. Yeah. Great point.